everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and this is your UFC Minute. The UFC returns this weekend with a fresh face who is destined to make headlines. When UFC President Dana White went looking for a fight, he was hoping that he would end up with a future UFC star. And those are the expectations after he signed a regional champion who has dominated the local middleweight circuit en route to his Octagon debut this weekend. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. All right, so here he is making his way to the Octagon for his UFC debut. Of course, he was discovered on Dana White looking for a fight, and man, did he shine that night. As such, here he is making that aforementioned UFC debut. The question is, will there be jitters? More often than not, you do see newcomers experience some of those nerves during fight week, but especially on fight night. He's not wide-eyed right now, but if there's an adrenaline dump early, that could be an advantage for his opponent. Nonetheless, good to see him making the walk tonight.
This guy is an outstanding striker. What he wants to do is use his defense to keep the fight standing, use the takedown defense and a good solid sprawl, and if he does go to the ground, make sure he gets back up and punishes his opponent.
Well, the crowd pops as this guy makes the walk to the Octagon, and you can see why if you've watched film on him. This is a true mixed martial artist, plus skills in all areas, and figures to be a handful, really, for anybody in this division. Probably comfortable tonight anywhere the fight goes. Truly a well-rounded MMA fighter. You know, we trot that term out there a lot. This guy fits the bill.
This guy is a very well-rounded fighter. He does not mind standing or going to the ground, and this diversity makes him very unpredictable.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. 4 years the difference in age between these two fighters, with the same height and a similar reach. And now one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go. All right, so here we go with round one. After winning his fight on Dana White looking for a fight, he has arrived at the UFC debut. And when you have this type... Oh! Huge right hand!
He's back to his feet, but he's hurt.
Man, Joe, he continues to leave that head open. His opponent's got to be salivating at this point in time. That jab has been there all night. You got to get that head off the center line. Nice job moving off the center line. He slips to avoid that right hand. Right on the button. Oh!
Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt bad.
Try to establish that jab.
Oh!
And both guys really throwing with authority.
Whenever you see a fighter's legs stiffen up like that, that's not a good sign.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Under 3 minutes now to go in round one. Oh! That'll do it!
Big right hand punch for the KO.
Yeah, there's another one for the highlight reel, Joe, and that's probably as good a knockout as he's had in the UFC. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Crowd absolutely loving it. Flush land to close out his opponent. I'm not even sure the other fighter saw it coming, so a big knockout for him here tonight on the biggest of stages.
Great angle here. Boom.
Well, hard to perform much better than he did tonight. A huge knockout under the lights. They'll be talking about that one for some time. The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 16 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout.
Well, that's how you seize the moment in the UFC debut as he gets the job done here tonight. And the celebration is on with his coaches and his teammates. 1-0 in the big show. Can't start much better than that.
Let's go play in half guard now. Nice work there. Let's see how much better you've gotten in half guard. I want you to control that half guard position. Don't let him out. Good job. Your half guard is awesome. Go out there and prove it. Came up a little short today. Let's try it again.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. Well, Joe Rogan, this is as accomplished a kickboxer as has made the walk to the UFC octagon as we've seen in the last several years. I'm excited to see his kickboxing skills on display in this particular matchup. Really a nice arsenal of kicks. He'll attack that lead leg beautifully, not to mention the solid punching technique that he brings to the table. This man is a danger for anyone in his striking range. When that octagon door closes, we're expecting fireworks tonight.
This guy is an excellent striker. What he wants to do is utilize defense and land hard strikes to get the victory.
All right, so here he is, really, for my money, as accomplished a submission specialist and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner as has crossed into the UFC in years. We'll see how quickly tonight he can get this fight to the ground and utilize his high-level submission skills. Outstanding choke game. A lot of different chokes in his repertoire. We'll see if he can get them going tonight.
This guy is an elite submission fighter. He has a world-class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game, and if he gets this fight to the ground, he will have a distinct advantage.
Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. 4 years apart, with similar height, but big differences in reach. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 3 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 183 pounds. Fighting out of Florianópolis, Brazil, And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 4 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of New York, New York, Bulldog. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
You ready? You ready?
Well, the octagon has touched down here at United Center in Chicago, Illinois. Seemingly an annual stop for the MMA leader here to the Windy City. Great to have you with us as...
Oh! What a leg kick! Oh! Lands a huge kick. Nice takedown.
Oh, right hand is there for him, Joe.
Good control here. He lands a big shot from the bottom.
All right, so he just decides to get up here, Joe. Well, if you're going to leave your body that wide open, you're going to pay the price, and he certainly did there as his opponent lands flush to the midsection. Ooh! He's got him hurt here.
Nice leg kick.
Ooh!
Oh, man. He's clearly in pain. He's trying to hang on there, but he is in big trouble.
Knee to the body.
Hit him with the jab.
Roundhouse kick, Joe. Unable to find the target.
There's a nice kick. Oh, he is landing those leg kicks over and over again.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range.
The kick gets through.
Right hand upstairs. How about that shin? Oh, how good is that jab?
Misses a huge hook to the head. Oh, he's clearly hurt.
Oh, he might be out. He missed with that jab attempt there. Under a minute to go.
That one hurt.
Oh!
He's got to be careful here. He's in trouble.
Big body shot.
To the body. 30 seconds to go.
Flipped him with the jab.
Oh! What a leg kick. Hard one to the body.
Man, has his chin been tested early. What an end to round one. Archer, there's the horn at the end of the round. Thankfully for him, he will live to see another round. You saw him get knocked down near the end of the round. If there were 10 more seconds, that likely would have been the end of his night.
Let's take a look at that again.
Brittany Palmer in the building.
You ready? You ready?
Round two underway.
Now, starting off this round, he might still be hurt. He's going to want to look to be defensive and move and avoid. Getting hit and try to recover.
Oh, nice punch there by Eye.
Oh, good knee. He's got half guard. Look at this. He's out of it.
Eye gets up, and somewhat surprisingly, despite having a dominant position on the ground, he wants to take this fight back to the feet. Oh!
He's out!
And that's going to do it!
A huge roundhouse kick for the knockout.
Well, yeah, Joe, you want to talk about execution, and he just couldn't have done it any better than that. He is known for his kicks, and that was just a perfectly placed and timed kick. Full force, landed flush, full extension with the leg, and you knew that if his opponent didn't get the guard up, that was going to be the end of the night, and he went good night.
Check it out here. Boom!
So a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the huge knockout victory. That could hold up as one of the better knockouts of the year. We go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 8 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout.
So there he is, the man of the moment. Certainly maximized the showcase here tonight, Joe. He gets a big win by way of the knockout. Certainly kept the judges out of it here tonight. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way, but there will be no wiping the smile off of his face tonight. He will...
Let's control this half guard position. Don't let your opponent transition. Good job. All right, half guard position. Don't let your opponent move. Be strong, but flow. You fight like that, you're gonna dominate. Good block.
Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. Well, Joe Rogan, this is as accomplished a kickboxer as has made the walk to the UFC octagon as we've seen in the last several years. I'm excited to see his kickboxing skills on display in this particular matchup. Really a nice arsenal of kicks. He'll attack that lead leg beautifully, not to mention the solid punching technique that he brings to the table. This man is a danger for anyone in his striking range. When that octagon door closes, we're expecting fireworks tonight.
This guy is an outstanding striker. What he wants to do is use his defense to keep the fight standing, use the takedown defense and a good solid sprawl, and if he does go to the ground, make sure he gets back up and punishes his opponent.
Man, is it good to see a striker of this caliber make the walk to the UFC octagon tonight. Really decorated on the feet, and No surprise, he's definitely interested, Joe, in keeping this fight standing. We'll see if he can put on a striking clinic tonight. Takedown defense will be a weapon of use if he can keep the fight upright. Scary for the opposition tonight.
This guy is a great striker. What he wants to do is land hard and early, get the respect of his opponent, and avoid any grappling exchanges.
Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. More than 5 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 7 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 184 pounds. Fighting out of Manchester, England, Mr. Tenacious. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A kickboxer, holding a professional record of 4 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 183 pounds. Fighting out of Florianópolis, Brazil, And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Miragliotta.
Dan Miragliotta.
You ready? You ready?
Here we go. All right, ready to go for round 1, and it's hard not to harken back to his last appearance. A huge knockout victory for him that set up this particular showcase here tonight. Can he keep the momentum going, work his way towards that top 10, and register another knockout? His fan base is swelling. He is more popular than